Hey, it's Louise here from Strong Mums. I want to show you some of my favourite core exercises. Now these are all exercises to help strengthen our deep abdominals. Remember, this is your deepest layer of abdominal muscle that wraps from our back round our sides like an internal corset, and then it goes underneath our obliques and our rectus abdominis. So here are my favourite exercises. These are what I do at the gym very frequently. I very rarely do lots of planks and sit-ups. I always try to strengthen my deep abdominals because I know it helps with my posture, I know it keeps me injury free, and generally I know if I'm working my deep abdominals, the rest is going to follow anyway. So I have myself a light resistance band. I'm going to come up onto one knee and my arms out in front. So this is what is called an anti-rotation exercise. So it's called anti-rotation because the band wants to pull you back in and you're going to stop yourself from rotating. So your deep abdominals are working hard to stop you from rotating. I'm going to breathe and focus on my pelvic floor, and then I'm going to try to switch my legs over without letting my hands rotate in. So I'm always keeping my hands out in front. As soon as you do this, you will feel your core switching on, your deep abdominals. So we'll count like this. So this is 1, 2, 3. And then when you do the other side, you're just going to turn around and you're going to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is your first exercise, that lovely anti-rotational exercise. Second exercise, we're going to try to strengthen our deep abdominals. So we're going to lie down, make sure our tummy muscles are nice and soft. As we breathe in, tummy muscles, TA, pelvic floor should be relaxed. And we're going to lift our knees in the air. Now my knees are this side of my hips, not directly stacked on top, they're this side. I'm going to breathe in. As I breathe out, lower one leg and down. So I always make sure I breathe out as I lower my leg, and I'll do about 15 reps on each side. 15 to 20 reps is pretty good going. The aim is to keep your pelvis as still as possible. If you can feel your pelvis wiggling around, that's an indication that your TA is not firing, it's not switching on, or it's just not quite strong enough to control your leg lowers. If that's the case, you just decrease. So make the leg angle, the knee angle here, just smaller. So we're just making it a little bit easier. So the wider this angle is here of your knee, the harder the exercise is going to be. The more closed it is, the easier. So just pay attention to what your hips are doing, your pelvis. We want it to be nice and steady. All right. My third favorite exercise is a bird dog, but we're going to do this bird dog right. So this is what I often see. So this is how not to do your bird dog. What I often see is a bottom in the air, so a big arch in the back, and we're just going quite fast. So as you can see, there's a big arch in my back and I'm just flinging my arms in the air. While it looks like it's burning a lot of calories, we're not actually doing a lot for our deep abdominals. So hands and knees, let's do it properly now. Hands and knees, we want shoulders stacked above the wrist and we want hips stacked above the knees. As we breathe, just make sure that our back isn't too rounded, but it's not too arched either. We want a flat back. As soon as you can flatten your back, you will be feeling your deep abdominals, your transverse abdominals switch on. So we breathe in. As we breathe out, we very carefully and very slowly lift an arm and a leg without arching our back. So remember, this back stays nice and flat the whole time, and we come down. We breathe in, we breathe out. So we're always breathing out, engaging our pelvic floor, That will encourage us to engage our transverse abdominis, and we can slowly lift our arm and our leg up. It might feel like a really easy move, but actually when you do it well, it's harder than it looks and it's very effective. So we'll do 15 to 20 on each side. The aim is to keep your pelvis still. If you can feel your hips twisting, that's an indication that your TA is not working effectively, it's not switched on. So if you feel that you're not doing that exercise correctly, just start with the legs, and then when you feel stable enough, you can introduce the arms as well. If you're like me, you enjoy a glass of wine or a gin and tonic, or that precious cup of tea that you get during the day that's still warm, imagine that your back is a tabletop and that drink is on your back. Just here, just on your the back of your pelvis bone. So we don't want to wobble the table, because then that's no more drink. So imagine that your back is a tabletop. Awesome work. Okay, my third favorite exercise, back to the band, is, fourth favorite exercise is a good old Pallof press. Again, it's anti-rotational, but it's so good for our TA. So you can do these kneeling down, you can do them standing up, whatever is more comfortable for you, whatever you've got at home in terms of the height of whatever you're going to link it to. So we're breathing in here. As we breathe out, we engage our pelvic floor, and we breathe out. Now, we don't hinge down with the elbows, it's a push out, pushing out and back in. We feel the glute engaged. It's really important to engage our glutes when we're also working our core, because our glutes support our core. So we need strong glutes to help support our strong core. So this is why this is one of my favorite exercises. If it feels too easy, you take a little shuffle away, increase the resistance, and we always want to make sure that our hands go straight out ahead of us and not get pulled back in towards the anchor point. So they are my favorite core exercises. They're effective, they help strengthen your deep abdominals, and you can do them at home, you can do them at the gym. Super easy to do, but do them right. If you've got any questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to help and clear things up. And come along for a training session. Come and join me and see what we're all about. Enjoy your day. Bye.